Nefertiti is arguably the most recognizable queen of the ancient world, yet her ultimate fate remains one of history's great unsolved mysteries. The standard historical narrative tells us she and Pharaoh Akhenaten cast aside Egypt's traditional pantheon. They built the isolated, utopian capital of Amarna, mandating exclusive worship of the sun disk, the Aten. This relief shows Nefertiti and Akhenaten sitting as equals beneath the Aten's rays. As co-architect of this new religion, she wielded a level of authority usually reserved for pharaohs alone, and was even depicted smiting Egypt's enemies. Following a massive festival in year 12, a violent plague ravaged Amarna, and Nefertiti completely vanishes from the surviving records. Because her name drops out of official text here, historians logically assumed she either died in the epidemic or her husband banished her from the royal court. It made perfect sense based on available data, but that accepted timeline was entirely wrong. Akhenaten ruled for 17 years, leaving behind no clear male heir. As his health failed, a massive and chaotic power vacuum began to open at the top of the Egyptian state. In 2014, archaeologists surveying the limestone quarries of Deir Abu Hinis, miles away from Amarna, noticed a faint scribble in red ochre high up on a pillar. It was a brief note written by an ancient scribe named Penthu. Translated, the script gave a precise date, year 16, first month. Beside it, Penthu recorded the king's consort with her exact title, Great Royal Wife Nefertiti. This building record proves she was alive and holding supreme rank 4 years after she supposedly died. She was still standing right beside the king as his reign came to an end. After Akhenaten's death, royal succession gets confusing. Records point to 2 distinct names claiming the throne, Semenkhare and Neferneferueten. Because both shared the exact same royal prenomen, Ant-Keperuri, early Egyptologists assumed these were 2 names for a single male king. Archaeologists separated them by analyzing their epithets, descriptive titles monarchs attached to official names signifying their identity. The first set belongs to Semenkhare, a young male. The second set contains distinctly female grammar, translating to titles like effective for her husband. That specific name, Neferneferueten, was not new. It was the exact moniker Nefertiti had formally added to her own name years earlier to signal her devotion to the Aten religion. The revolutionary queen survived her husband, stepped into the power vacuum, and ruled Egypt as a female pharaoh. Her time in absolute control was brief. After ruling alone for just 2 or 3 years, the throne passed to an 8-year-old boy named Tutankhamun. With the queen gone, the conservative priesthood immediately seized influence over the child king. They abandoned the sun god, relocated the royal court back to Memphis, and left Amarna to the desert. Priests systematically executed damnatio memoriae, violently smashing heretic statues and chiseling Amarna names from every monument in Egypt. They denied Nefertiti her eternal rest. Her royal burial was pillaged, her body hidden away to history, and her lavish grave goods were stolen for reuse. Those stolen goods ended up in King Tut's tomb. Close inspection of his famous artifacts, including his golden death mask, reveals faint traces of Neferneferueten's hieroglyphs hiding just beneath the recarved surface. The establishment did everything in its power to wipe her existence from the earth. But by leaving a few careless traces in a limestone quarry and beneath the golden mask, they failed to erase a pharaoh.